Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Tale of the Phoenix in 鬼谷八荒. And it's been exactly 2 years since the beginning of last episode. We're starting once again in July because we have the tournament. And I spent the last 2 years grinding and we are pretty strong. We have a full set of 元婴 tier or the infancy tier skills, except for the movement. I cannot find a fox move that does as much as our current one. So the newer ones obviously have more base damage, but the reroll in terms of how many extra fox we have, how big the fire is in terms of when they finish, and how long they last, how much damage they have, I'm pretty happy with what we have. So I'm not going to change this one just yet until we find a movement fire one that's better than this. There'll be more grinding ahead basically, but we now have different we want to equip that, but we now have a different basic attack, which is just launching a fireball out at 495 range. It lands, explodes for 1443 damage, 29% chance of leaving a burn on the enemy, plus 2 extra stacks from how many stacks of burn you can leave on the enemy. They do 10 extra damage per second. The reroll on the bottom part has not been done, right? You see a couple of red in the first earlier ones. And the reason is I don't have that much reroll material. So I was only able to reroll some of the earlier ones, and that's okay. In order for us to farm this material, we need to go to the Eternal Ice Plane, because every single random spawn will leave us the necessary ingredient to reroll. So the next bit of grinding is going to be done over there. And that's why we're picking things up, because there's a few things that tide us over. One is the tournament. Every 2 years in July, we're back for it this time. We were 4th last time, aiming for 1st. But if they let someone from the next tier come in, then we're going to be in trouble. We maxed out the points here, so we can also start preparing ourselves for these Divine Beast challenges. And also try to pick up one of these from the staircase to heaven. That's going to wait a little bit. I want to farm the reroll material first, reroll my skills till I'm happy with them, and then we're going to go tackle both the stairway to heaven right here, and the 5 divine beast locations in the ice plains. And I think someone asked maybe a couple episodes ago, but I'm recording ahead, so I seen this one today actually. Someone asked about them not being able to clear the 5 divine beasts. And I think the reason is you didn't reroll the skills. Like, it's a huge difference. Look at the reroll. The red tier one, let's say the second one, deal 15% extra damage to cultivators. That's the red tier reroll. If I don't reroll that, look at the ones in the gray text, 1%, 3%. Imagine those all being rerolled to 15% or 20%. Then your damage is going to be very different, right? Your damage is going to be much higher if you spend the time to reroll these and have the ones to help you out, reduce cooldown, extra stacks of burn allowed on enemies, and so forth. So it's a pretty big deal to not just learn the skill of your current tier and then spending the time to unlock each one. So right now this one's unlocked all the way except for the last one, and then re-roll these so that you have them at the maximum tier. If it's a red skill, they can re-roll maximum to red. If it's an orange one, they can re-roll only maximum to orange, and so forth. But that's the idea behind this. And let's go. Let's fight. I hope you are same tier as us. That means we should win. Or I hope. And this is our new basic. Basically drop a fireball at the enemy, explodes, deal damage. And that was fast. We are much stronger indeed. We actually have 5 new passive abilities as well that I didn't show. All 5 are our current tier. And one of them is actually super interesting in that it gets stronger after you killed 4 other cultivators. And when they say kill, they actually mean kill. They don't mean just beat them. So I think we might take on some of the kill traitor missions from our sect and do the killing as part of the mission and also grind it out for our passive. I'll showcase it when we get to the next round. But yeah, these 2 years, lots of grinding, lots of learning, lots of re-rolling and gaining mastery of the skills. Yeah, first round's always long. 16 candidates, 16 matchups, 32 candidates. Yep, same tier, and we can't see ourselves, I guess. I'll show it after the tournament. Another sword user, huh? And another quick defeat. I haven't had time to grind any of the crafting. We'll probably have to spend some time to do that as well. We're just hoping that no one is in the next tier, because then I'm pretty sure we'll get first. Okay, I'm gonna say it now. It's all left side. Yep, it's all left side. Alright, this is the one that we have to win to get some stuff, and it's good. She's still the same tier as us, so we should be able to win this, no problem. Now after this, we're not gonna go get revenge against the blood demon that we died to last time, even though I think we can. I want to go to the Eternal Ice Plane. I want to explore the whole place, so that we all get to see it together for the first time. And then I can spend as much time as I want grinding it out in between episodes. Left. Oh. I'm gonna put my money on the left. Ah. Okay. Basically what I say doesn't happen. Alright, still the same tier. We're guaranteed second, because I assume we win this one. Flower or wood style user. It's okay. We'll dodge. Kite, 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 die. Alright, now's our shot at first place. Yeah, they got a Huashen. So that's not fair, but we'll see if we can beat her. She doesn't have a lot of health. We don't do a lot, but we do some damage. It's a palm user. Alright, time to actually use our special. We haven't even used our special since we... I can't beat her. She has longer range than us. Like, she's just bombarding us with palms. Second place it is. Once again, losing to Huashen tier. And it's just sad, because by the time we become Huashen tier, we can't enter into this tournament anymore. But we get 4 plus 35 fruits, so that's a good 140. Basically lost down 70 points, but I don't intend to eat these anyways, at least not right now. So it's not really a loss. It's just nice to stash them for later. And now we're gonna go explore. Do we have max health? Yes, we do. I'm also gonna sign up for the next years, or in 2 years, 3 years. It's every 3 years, right? We did it in year 28, and I guess I grinded for 3 years in between, because now we're in year, 31. All right, let's go as far up as we can. Previously, we died here, exploring this area, but not anymore. Ah, we found his spot. Hit the last spot, Li Si's last spot. We just bumped into it. 鬼谷一门, so the sect of 鬼谷 Ghost Valley, the title of the game. It seems like the book is used for Huashen tier. I don't think... 可可炼化神魂, the soul of Huashen. I feel like we have to wait one more tier. It increases your stats, I think. Let's tier up and then use it to see if it gives us just the points. Anyways, that's a result of the mission where we got a book for 3 of his hidden treasures. That's the 3rd one. These are the ones we want to farm because they drop material. And look at us now. Whereas this killed us earlier, now we're one-shotting them with just the basic. How about the bosses? Oh yeah. This is why we should usually wait and grind before exploring too much. Night and day difference. And we want this material. So every 10 point is one category. So how, reroll works, in case you don't understand, is for each of these skills, you can reroll them using these material. Each roll that you have mastered will cost 10. So here we have 10 different traits. It'll cost us 100 at a time. Everyone has to get rerolled. If it becomes worse, you can spend your comprehension points. It's comprehension point plus your talent of the type. So this is fire talent. You can spend those points to reroll it back to what you had to keep the good ones. And obviously you just want better stats. It also costs a little bit of money. Very little though. Wait, what is that? Oh, this is where the Venture Boy is frozen. Let's save him. Poor kid. She has such little health. This would be an easy battle. Just stepping into the ice plane would be difficult, but she only has 8,000 health. This is quite simple. We get a stat boost, I'm guessing. Like a lot of health again. A lot of health, a lot of mana, and so forth. And you see that Yuanzhi, our adventure boy, is frozen solid, standing in place. Far away, the black clouds cover the sky. Thinking that there will be a blizzard soon, we run to him to save him. And you find in his hand, there is this glittering ice crystal that it cannot be separated from him. So you used a spell to cut the ice crystal off so that it's still covering his hand, but at least you can grab him and go. And after we leave, you use some more spell to help him melt the ice on him. And he gives you the ice crystal that he was holding. This crystal seems very different, so I grabbed it for you, but I didn't expect to get frozen by it. It seems to be a very magical item indeed. When you hold it, so when you hold it, it melts in your hand, and this feeling rejuvenates us. And basically, she's like, "What? It melted?" So basically, apparently, we know what the name of this is. Shuangyuan, and because he was frozen in it, his positive, or not positive, but yang, right? Yin yang, the light and the dark, the light energy from him went inside the crystal and melted it away. It melted the shell away. And now it becomes yuan shui in our skin, becomes water and seeps into our skin, and we got all the benefits. And after he hears it, he laughs, doesn't care. He dusts off the frost on his clothes, and he moves forward until he becomes a dot in the horizon. He's off to another venture, and we pick up stat boost, right? Everything gets omega boosted for 3 months. So let's fight this boss while we are omega boosted. I don't really need the stat to beat him. It's nice to use less than 10% mana in this case, because then our mana will get boosted to about 5,000, which is not exactly helpful, but it's nice knowing it, because it's like cooldown's still the same, right? Having 5,000 mana versus having 500 mana, as long as we have enough mana, it's the same. He's the guardian creature for this zone, I'm guessing. He will drop manuals of the next zone. This is a good test to see if we can actually beat the Blood Demon, because they have relatively the same health. I'm gonna dump this spell on him. He's pretty healthy. Gonna leave some burn near him. Ooh. He also leaves a burning ground that we can't. Ooh, let's step closer. And dump those meteorites until he dies, because he is gonna die right here. Yep, not a problem at all. Even without the boost, it would have been easy. So these are stuff we can look forward to learning. Back to a Jet of Flame for 3,000 damage. So our current one does like 1,400. Yeah, looking forward to this. A health boost. Oh, speaking of health boost, this is a crafting material for an artifact that's related to him. Okay. Speaking of the health passive, our current health passive is this one. It's not all the way unlocked, but the last one, every time you kill a cultivator, your max health goes up to 30. This is a gray text, so we can reroll this to like a red text and probably offers more health. And currently 0 of 4. So once we unlock that one, we can do a few missions to kill off some cultivators. There's a lot of very odd ones here. Like the 5th one is for every 1 point of herb talent, our health goes up by 7 points. This is our current herb talent. For every, and then the 1, 2 down is if you're fighting a cultivator who has your current tier or is higher tier than you, your maximum health increases by 978. And if the 7th one, no, 9th one, in combat, if your health is below 25%, every second you heal 66 health. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool stuff here. So we're gonna try to get these maxed out eventually and reroll to a better tier. Right now we're just exploring here in the Eternal Ice Plane. It's a pretty sizable area, but nothing should really be a problem. A lot of our friends are in fights all the time. Oh, this is no, we're not going in there. This is the guardian creature of the peak here. If we're going to do the Divine Beast challenges, which we're not doing that right now. That's not the purpose of this episode. We're just here to explore the entirety of the Eternal Ice Plane. A little bit of a simple exploration episode. Now, we could eventually meet the father of the demon race, the little girl who we brought back to the father, because he's here looking for that holy fire. So if we bump into him, that's going to be part of the main quest line. Ooh, I don't need to take the energy anymore. We're just going to hide there. And then an old guy's going to come out and says, thank you for not taking the energy, and give us a 5 point of luck, 10 points of crit protection, some good materials. And plus we're in a bottleneck, so we can't use it even if we go to it. This is a tower for the Forge artifact souls, the creatures you can bind together with your artifact. You can farm materials there. The tower has like different levels. Each level have a guardian beast for you to beat. Pretty straightforward. I just want to get the mana down to 10%, which is actually kind of hard. If we get it to 10%, we actually get a full bar without having to heal it. This is why it doesn't really matter how much mana we have. As long as we have enough to use a couple of sets, we always get the full amount back in each battle. A lot of people want to talk. And not another one. Not everyone agrees with me, and it's fine. We're answering pretty much selfishly. Some agree with us more than others. Yeah. Oh, about these, basically he's a friend. That's why it's telling me what happened with him last month. I had a friend who died, Kong Wei. I don't know if you guys remember, a guy who we Dual meditated with. I think this is where the holy fire is, actually. We could go save the dad. I don't feel that strong. I feel like there should be more grinding before we tackle a lot of the main missions, so I'm gonna wait. We're just gonna explore the map first. We can always do that, you know, the actual missions in the next episode. Plus, we already saved the Venture Boy and also got to find Lisa's treasure already. And now we're just gonna explore like this area here before we get into the next province. That's a very hot spot for war. 250. We'll dig it up. Medium tier war. I mean, we craft. One day we'll craft. One day we have to craft and get the artifacts. Alright, I'm gonna just use a lot of mana stuff so that we can actually drop our mana below 10%, which would be like below 410. The month are up. I think it's gonna go away either this month or the end of this month. We have a sparring. 16k. That's ooh. Blade user. We don't do a lot of damage to her, in case you know. Wow, look at the fire we left on the ground. Because we have 4 stack of burn on her when we used it, the fire becomes extra big. It's part of our passive. Just I can't ult on her. We die. She's stronger than us. We have more health, but she's stronger. Look at our special. Only does like 40 something damage to her. Alright, just kill me. There you go. Yeah, Hua Shen, late tier. No wonder why. She's a full tier higher than us. How does she have so little health then? That's weird. Deceptively strong. Good thing it's just the sparring. Don't have to like pay to survive. Look at our mana. 4,960. We do have a passive ability that says if our mana is like over 4,000, we get some extra stats. Hua Fu. This is a main storyline for the next province. We don't have to meet him here. I just want to reach the edge of the snow play. Gold light or rainbow light? Let's go for the gold light, find some money. Ooh, small guardian creature, we'll fight these. Maybe some fruits from them. 35k health, we can handle it. Extra big fire puddles because he had 4 stacks of the burn on him. He's gonna die. No fruits. A subpar level up material. We can maybe use it as a gift. We actually want more groups to come fight us. We're here to farm. Part of the grind. I think we have a decent amount of reroll material. Maybe we should demonstrate here. See, that's worse than the one we have. That's worse than the one we have. That's worse than the one we have. That one improved. Same, just different color, but the actual stats the same. Alright, so a few of them improved, a few of them didn't, and we can rewind the one using points. Maximum points we have to use is 529 based on our own comprehension skill plus the fire talent, which we already maxed to 350. 351 because we ate a fruit at 348. It's a plus 3 points each. Definitely keeping that. That one improved. See, if we don't have enough points, we don't have to reroll this one because it's like the same. It's still plus 2. Maximum number of burn we can leave on enemy. This actually has a material difference, 3% versus 2%. Extra 10 damage per second versus extra 55 damage per second on the burn. 8% versus 1%. Reduce cooldown by 0.11. I think the cooldown on this ability is only 0.6, right? So this is a significant decrease, 7% damage. So this is fine. I mean, we have points. We might as well make it look pretty and keep the red. And that's one reroll. And we can try to improve on that, even though there's already 5 red, 1 perfect, 2 near perfect. So the chance of them improving is quite low. We could look to perhaps reroll our alt, which has a really good one where the weakness period from over channeling is reduced by 97.63%. So basically we never will suffer much from the weak period of where we do less damage and move slower. But these aren't that great. These I haven't had time to master yet. Let's do this one. This is our meteorite ability. Not all of them are unlocked, but that's fine. There's a maximum of 11. We're spending 100 because we only have 10 of them to unlock. You can see the damage. This is why, like, the explosion range increased by 25 distance, right? The damage against big monsters goes up by 13%. So rerolling these is huge. If you're having trouble, try rerolling, finding synergies between the abilities. Everything else is improvement because everything else was bad. And you could spend tons of this resources just rerolling a bunch of stuff, keep trying for better stuff. But our skill, our like damage just went up by a bunch just from those 2 rerolls. Now we're gonna keep exploring. And it should be noticeable, even though on mobs, like, yeah. Let's see those little mini bosses when they show up and see how we do with our base attack. Look at it, 3 base attack, 4 for the mushroom, and they're just dead. It's a significant boost. And then for the passive, like your defense skills, they all become red. It's, you know, potentially 100 points or 200 point increase. Okay, so that's the edge. That's the new province. So I actually want to stay, well, we gotta end the month. All the stats are back to normal, that's fine. Want us to visit the giant, we don't want to visit the giant. All right, we're just gonna re-roll back, trying to pick up vision. Fortune teller, good or bad? Good, okay, small tip. Continue on. We're just systematically exploring the Eternal Ice Plains and farming whatever decides to die in front of us. The mountain has a break here. 13k. That's a number you don't see. C11, C15. 13 is a new one. Oh, mystery event. See, that was fast. Two people fighting over items. Just none of our business. I don't want to make friends or enemies here. Just pretend we were never here. Oh, another named mountain range. Probably one of the guardian beasts here. Yeah, Moonfall Mountain. Asking if we want to go in. We don't. Not yet. We're gonna pass on the sparring. She asked again? Okay, I mean the mood went down for the first one. Really want to die. She's no match. Persistent. And a good friend of ours, apparently. Guess that counteracts the decrease. I want to explore this region here. Oh, a letter from our venture boy. Cultivator, thank you for your constant care. Because of that, I've been able to get out of difficult and dangerous situations. I am forever thankful. Oh, he's done with his adventure. He's about to go back to the village. He's going to write down everything he's seen and have a book. Once this book... Oh. It's already been published, and some of the sect have read the book and said this is a great geology book for the land. And made it require reading for their disciples. He didn't expect this, and thinking back to when he first met us seems like just yesterday, but so many dangerous adventures have happened in between. Many times he almost lost his life. If it wasn't for us who went to rescue him from thousands of leagues away, he is probably just the meal of some monster somewhere. So he believes if it's not for us, then there will be no book. So he also gave us a copy of the book. Hopefully we don't mind it. Now many sect and towns are asking him to travel again. The journey ahead is dangerous. Oh, he's unsure if he should go. What do we think? Oh, it's a treasure map. There's location of items that he met on his journey that he was not able to take himself. We can use it to basically go hunt for treasures. But in the meantime, we'll do that probably in the future. Let us finish exploring at least this section of the frozen ice plain. The part on the left, past the mountain hick, or the little hitch in the mountain, we'll save for future. Basically, we'll just, use this half to farm for what I want. Basically these materials here to reroll stuff. Well, that's a big site. 200. Also medium tier, same stuff we got last time. It's a new year, by the way. We should go check manuals back in the sec before July. Ooh, another mountain range for the quest line, to tier up 5 Guardian Beast or Divine Beast in this region. I don't want to go in now. Just passing through. The 1000 Rock Island. Oh, get to see a Kirin. Pick up some talents. That might be the last bit. Oh. Huh. We bought a liquor. And then another cultivator came out, asked us for some. So we shared, and he gave us some pills as a thanks. So basically, we share drugs. I give him alcohol, he gave me drugs. And we have explored the Eternal Ice Plain. We did Lisa's final mission. We saved the Adventure Boy one final time. And he gave us a treasure map for us to explore in the future. And we found 4 of the 5 Guardian Beast locations. These 4 are Guardian Beast locations. There's one more on this side. We're not going to explore that until the future. I'm going to just use this zone to kind of grind out materials. We'll still hunt for these beasts as they spawn, because I can use their material for crafting artifacts in the future. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do in between. Probably going to grind close to another 3 years to go back and start once again in Lingyucheng for our tournament. I want to get another round of those Dao Point fruits so that we can keep them for future. And then next time when we're back, we should be all grinded. I should be super happy with my skills. And we're going to be tackling these 5 divine beasts and the stairway to heaven and trying to tier up. That might take 2 episodes now I think about it. But basically, the plan is to tier up very soon when we come back and move on to the new province here, as we are halfway done with the game in essence. There's a lot of end game content for this, I believe, as well. There's a lot of grinding zones in the end game that you can try to beat different tiers of the dungeon, see how far you run, and so forth. But at least for not this, but for our tiering up process, right? We're over halfway. There's only 4 more tiers, but there's only so much of the map left. So we're gonna get this one done. There's still so much things to grind, right? We barely made any artifacts. We have 1, even though each unique artifact we have equipped gives us 5% extra max health because I picked it as a tier up reward, but we haven't been able to do that yet. I should farm some of that material. If I have time, I will. But first, I'm gonna get a couple thousand of this so I can reroll all the skills to my liking. And I'm not even sure if we're gonna reroll like the ones that we have. Maybe we'll bump into a manual that's better, so gotta keep an eye out for that as well. As you can see here, this one's not equipped, this one doesn't count, but Yuanying, our current tier, our passive for attack, our passive for magic defense, physical defense, health, and crit. There's also ones for defense that we don't have. So if I bump into a manual like that, we're gonna have to learn it. We don't even have enough points to equip more. Like these 5 have taken up most of my points. So that's why to get 3 more, we would need to be in like the 1,600 range, which just takes a lot of time essentially. It's a grinding game. That's the nature of this, and it's fine. It's still pretty interesting. They filled up a lot of side quests, and we still have a bunch of side quests to do, including saving the father, because there's the site around here that we found, the burning tree right here. That's where the holy fire is. We can go save the father next time as well. So until then, bye!